Ever wonder what it was like to walk the streets of ancient Athens, the very birthplace of democracy? Today, we are journeying back in time, 2,400 years to be exact, to the year 400 BC. Using cutting-edge AI, we've reconstructed this legendary city in breathtaking detail. This isn't just a history lesson, it's a virtual time machine. Forget dusty textbooks. You're about to experience ancient Athens like never before. So, grab your virtual chiton, and let's step into a world of philosophers, statesmen, and gods. Our journey begins in the heart of Athens, the Agora. This wasn't just a marketplace. It was the city's civic, political, and commercial center. Imagine this vast, open space teeming with life. Merchants shout their wares from stalls piled high with pottery, olive oil, and fresh fish from the port of Piraeus. You'd see farmers from the Attic countryside displaying their produce next to craftsmen selling fine leather sandals. Look over there, beneath the shade of the Stoa of Zeus Eleutherios. You might see a group of men engaged in a passionate discussion. In Athens, every male citizen had a voice. They could be debating a new law, discussing the latest military campaign, or simply gossiping about a neighbor. This is democracy in its rawest, most direct form. You wouldn't just vote for a representative. You were the representative. Now, let's wander through the winding lanes that radiate from the Agora. The houses here are modest, built from sun-dried brick with small, unadorned courtyards. Life for the average Athenian man was a mix of public duty and private enterprise. His day might start with a simple breakfast of bread dipped in wine, followed by a trip to the Agora for business or politics. Later, he might visit a gymnasium, not just for physical exercise, but for socializing and intellectual conversation. These weren't just gyms as we know them. They were centers of learning and culture, where one might encounter famous philosophers. Imagine strolling through the Lyceum and seeing a teacher like Aristotle, surrounded by his students, discussing everything from biology to ethics. Or perhaps you'd prefer the Academy, founded by Plato, where the great questions of justice, truth, and beauty were debated. For the Athenian man, education and physical fitness went hand in hand. A strong mind in a strong body was the ideal. This philosophy, this dedication to developing the whole person, was fundamental to their society and is one of Athens' greatest legacies. Now, let's lift our gaze upwards, towards the magnificent rock that dominates the city skyline, the Acropolis. This is the sacred heart of Athens, a testament to its power, its piety, and its artistic genius. The climb itself is part of the experience, a procession up the Panathenaic Way. As we ascend, the noise of the city below fades, replaced by a sense of reverence. You are entering a realm dedicated to the gods, chief among them Athena, the city's patron goddess. The monumental gateway, the Propylaea, is designed to inspire awe, preparing you for the wonders within. Stepping through the Propylaea, the first thing that would take your breath away is the colossal bronze statue of Athena Promachos, the champion. Her gleaming spear and helmet were said to be visible to sailors far out at sea, a symbol of Athenian might. But the true jewel of the Acropolis is, of course, the Parthenon. Even in 400 BC, just a few decades after its completion, it was considered an architectural masterpiece. It's more than a temple, it's a statement. Built from pristine Pentelic marble that seems to glow in the sunlight, every line, every proportion, is calculated for perfect visual harmony. Let's walk around it. The exterior is adorned with incredible sculptures depicting mythological battles and the great Panathenaic procession, a festival celebrating Athena. These aren't just decorations, they tell the story of Athens, its values, its triumphs, and its relationship with the divine. Imagine seeing these sculptures in their original state, painted in vibrant colors. Inside, the true marvel awaited, the chryselephantine statue of Athena Parthenos, crafted by the master sculptor Phidias. Standing nearly 40 feet tall, made of gold and ivory, it was a stunning tribute to the goddess, a dazzling display of the city's wealth and devotion. Nearby stands the Erectine, a unique and elegant temple with its famous porch of the Caryatids. Unlike the Parthenon's stark power, the Erectine is graceful and complex, built on a site sacred to several different gods and heroes. This sacred complex wasn't just for show. It was the center of religious life. Priests would perform daily rituals, and citizens would come to offer sacrifices and prayers, seeking favor from the gods for everything from a safe sea voyage to victory in battle. The Acropolis was the physical and spiritual anchor of the Athenian world. But what about the system that made all of this possible? Let's head to the Pnyx Hill, a short walk from the Acropolis. This gentle, sloping hill was where the ecclesia, the assembly of the people, met. Here, On this very ground, thousands of Athenian citizens gathered to make the most important decisions for their city-state. They would listen to speeches from leaders like Pericles, debate fiercely, and then vote directly on laws, on treaties, on whether to go to war or to make peace. This was not a representative democracy. It was a direct one. Imagine the scene: a sea of citizens, hands raised to cast their vote, their collective voice shaping history. Of course, it wasn't a perfect system. Only adult male citizens could participate. But the principles forged here, of citizen participation, of free speech, of rule by the people, were revolutionary. These ideas would fade and re-emerge throughout history, but their seed was planted right here, on this humble hill. It's a powerful reminder that democracy is not just a system of government. It's an active, living process that requires the participation of its citizens. Life in Athens wasn't all politics and philosophy. Let's visit the Theatre of Dionysus, nestled on the southern slope of the Acropolis. This is the birthplace of another great Greek invention, drama. Here, Athenians gathered to watch the plays of Aeschylus, Sophocles, and Euripides. These weren't just entertainment. They were major civic and religious events. The tragedies explored profound questions of fate, justice, and human suffering, while the comedies of writers like Aristophanes satirized politicians and poked fun at contemporary society with incredible wit and freedom. The theatre was a space for communal reflection, a way for the city to examine itself. As our day in 400 BC Athens draws to a close, let's imagine the sunset from the Areopagus, or Mars Hill. From this rocky outcrop, you have a panoramic view of the entire city. You can see the Agora quieting down, the Acropolis glowing golden in the fading light, and the homes of the Athenians nestled below. This was a city of incredible contrasts, of bustling commerce and quiet philosophy, of solemn religious ritual and raucous theatrical performance, of fierce debate and artistic unity. The Athens of 400 BC was a city at a crossroads. It was recovering from the devastating Peloponnesian War, but its cultural and intellectual golden age was still shining brightly. The ideas and innovations born in these streets, democracy, philosophy, drama, history, would echo through the millennia, shaping the world we live in today. Seeing it brought to life like this, you can almost hear the echoes of Socrates' questions in the Agora, feel the energy of the vote on the Paean wax, and see the awe on the faces of those gazing up at the Parthenon. This was more than just a city of marble. It was a city of ideas, and those ideas have proven to be eternal. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey back in time. We hope this reconstruction has given you a new appreciation for the world of ancient Athens. If you enjoyed this trip through history, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more adventures into the past. Let us know in the comments which ancient city you'd like to see us reconstruct next. Thanks for watching.